Daniel Hayashi here. I just want to talk about one of my go-to option strategies, especially in today's market. I'm looking for a lot of low-risk, high-reward opportunities because there's moves and money to be made on both sides, bullish and bearish. So let's look at AMD here. We're looking at the March 20th options expiration, but I wouldn't personally buy these, but just for an example, say that you were confident that today AMD would go to, say, $41, which it did yesterday. You could actually get an out of the money 43 or 44 here for a very inexpensive price, 38 cents, $38 per contract, or the 44, it looks like it's, sorry, having a hard time seeing today, $12. So if you got those today and made that movement, you would be able to buy a lot and still profit from the movement, but you would profit even more because you bought more contracts. But of course, buying a same day expiration option is very high risk. I'm only using this as an example. Let's go to next week. If you actually bought, say, today or Monday, and sold a day or two later, so the 27th of March, 41. That's a lot more expensive, but as the days go on, it'll get cheaper and cheaper. 45. These I wouldn't personally buy until maybe like Tuesday or Wednesday when the price drops. I would definitely want to use a strategy with options that are less than $100 per contract and even less than 50. So let's see here. What is McDonald's? I did do some research before I started this video, and a lot of the options contracts are very expensive now because there's so much more uncertainty, and Trump has been speaking almost every day, so there's a lot of question marks, and I think that you can see the uncertainty reflected in the prices. Okay, so McDonald's, say that you thought it was going to go to $150 today. Still a little expensive for $50. I wouldn't touch that. But let's go to next week. If you thought my saying now is people gotta eat, so you have to think about the places that are delivering, doing to go only, providing a real big necessity to people in this time. Okay, like Blue Apron yesterday, we'll get into that in a minute. Did some crazy movement, but it was just a pump and dump. Okay. 160 is 685. So if I thought, which it may or may not, go to 160 next week, I would still be paying this much for a call that's out of the money. That is no good to me. That's way too expensive. Okay, let's try to see if I can find something that would be halfway decent. Well, let's see what Blue Apron is trading at now that it crashed hard. Okay. Yesterday, when Blue Apron was running, I was thinking it would hit 30. It got pretty close, but then it crashed really, really hard, which just tells me it was a pump and dump. I'll show you the chart in a minute. Now I'm just going to look at what strike prices are available. So 30 is not even available for Blue Apron, and even 25, which is really far away from the current price, is $85 per contract. I would not touch that. Let's look at 17th of April. So that expiration is a couple weeks away. 17th of April, maybe it goes to 20, that's $560. Maybe it can rally back to 30, that's $400. I wouldn't go for that because those out of the money call contracts, they're not the criteria that I look for, which is under $100 or under $50. So right now, the options premiums are very, very high. It's not a great time to use a strategy, but for example, I actually used this strategy for some trades last week. I will show you. I'm gonna pull them up here. But let's pull up Blue Apron's chart in the meantime. So yesterday it rallied all the way from 16-ish all the way up to 28. It never quite got to 30. That's all right. Okay. Now let me show you some examples of my low risk, high reward trades. So I got AMD March 20th expiration put at $100 strike price, and I made 181%, which was $40. and I only got one, and I believe I paid about $30 for that one. So that was a really good return. So that is actually this one right here, and I got that on Monday and sold on Tuesday. All right, so I will get into more of this as I start to share my trades. Thanks for listening. Bye.